Today we'll learn how to calculate distance between 2 points using Pythagorean theorem. Now let's try this problem, which says calculate the distance between two coordinates, which is 10, 8 and another one is 6, 4. Now let's take a graph and plot those 2 points in the graph. One is 10, 8 and one is 6, 4. So now this is 10, 8 and this is 6 and 4. So now x2 we can say it is 10 and we can say y2 as 8. Similarly, the second point we can say x1 is 6 and y2 is 4. It's y2. Yeah. Now let's find out what is Pythagoras theorem. Now let's write down what is Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem is c square is equal to a square plus b square. But we need to find out the value of c. So I can write c is equal to a square plus b square whole square root. Now can we substitute the Pythagoras theorem with the graph coordinates that we identified in our last slide? Yes. Let's substitute the value of a and b with the graph coordinates which we identified in our previous slides. So what I can write here is that I can write a is equal to y2 minus y1 and I can write b is equal to x2 minus x1. So we know that our Pythagoras theorem is c is equal to whole square root of a square plus b square. Now we know a is equal to y2 minus y1. I can write it down as square, then plus I know that b is x2 minus x1 and then I can write the whole. Now in the previous slide we substituted the Pythagoras theorem with the graph coordinates to find out the formula. Now we'll have to put the actual coordinates in the formula to find out the distance between these two coordinates. Now we have identified or substituted the Pythagoras theorem with the graph coordinates. Okay, we have identified what is our formula or what is our equation. Okay, now we also know what exact coordinates we have for which we need to find out the distance. So now let's write down the formula. Now first write down the the coordinates. We know that we know x2 and y2 and also we have x1 and y1. So now the formula that we have can be substituted with these values. We know x2 is 10, y2 is 8, x1 is 6 and y1 is 4. So now can we write down the formula? Yes. Now let me write c is equal to y2 minus y1 square plus x2 minus x1 square. Okay. Now this is the formula which we identified in our previous slide. Now I can write the values here. y2 is 8 and y1 is 4 whole square. Oh sorry, this is plus, it's my mistake. And then I can write here x2 is 10 and x1 is 6 whole square. Now 8 minus 4 is 4 square plus 10 minus 6 is 4 square. Now 4 square I know it is 16 plus 16. So altogether now I'll have to find out the square root of 32. Okay, now let me tell you a easier process to find out the square root of 32. I know that 1 square is 1, 2 square is 2, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. Now we can say square root of 16 into 2 is 32. So square root of 16 into square root of 2, whereas Square root of 16 we know it's 4. So I'll write 4 into square root of 2. Now can we write the answer is 4 square root of 2? So that is the distance between these two coordinates. So today we learned how to find the distance between two coordinates using the Pythagoras theorem. Was that clear? If you like it, please click on subscribe and the bell button. Thank you.